So what's the deal?
What's the deal?
We've got these minds that it seems the only way that they can function is in stories, right? We've got to orient ourselves to this world according to stories. I mean, to a certain extent, at least when we're not fully present, right? And it seems, that's part of the way this mind works is whenever we step outside of the present, which is natural, whenever we step outside of just being here now, there's a kind of linear, logical set of orientations to facets of this world that we are in relation to. Stories, right? So some of those stories do what I call greasing the wheels. They grease the wheels, or they don't. These stories either grease the wheels or they don't, right? It's funny because there's also, at the same time, there's also the opportunity, the offer of the present moment without stories, right? Without being oriented in any particular way to anything in particular whatsoever. It's possible to be free, right? So the mind, though it functions in stories, it has a job which it's very good at. It organizes, absorbs, and then disseminates information, in a linear fashion, according to the way in which it is called. Which is going to happen naturally, kind of as you're in the present. The information, which is so-called, stored more or less in your mind, it's going to be called up, and then it's going to be delivered in just the right way, in exactly the right way, because that's how it works, right? So there's some kind of paradox, or some kind of paradox at play, and it gets fairly metaphysical. So it's less appealing to me, at least, to try and dance in a way, as if there's a now moment in time, and then sort of outside of that, there's stories which either grease the wheels or they don't, and maybe that's a bullet I have to swallow in that in this kind of way of relating to the world, right? Because I think that there is no enlightenment. You can't escape the contrast that you're here to experience. You can experience moments of clarity and peace and knowing and being. Of course. So that's a question for you. Do the stories that you use to orient yourself to the world, when you're not in the present, right? Do those stories grease the wheels back to the present? Do they point you back to your source? Do they point you back to your origin? to the knowing and the being of what you actually are. I'm going to be talking more about my kind of theory of mind, and how it applies to the coaching that I do with people. But in the meantime, check me out, connorkeys.com. Click the link in the description. Laura Rose Gage and I run a free transformational community coaching group that meets every week, hosted on Telegram. You can go to livingintheheart.org to learn more about that. Thanks for watching. You can like and share and subscribe this video, ring the notification bell, and I'll talk to you soon.